Hello everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play of Pokemon Moon. In the last episode, we basically made our way to hokulani observatory. And now, basically, instead of doing a trial, we're actually going to explore a little bit. In other words, we're going to explore down here. See what we can get ourselves into. And we got ourselves a battle. Alright. Found by a worker, Jessica, and she's gonna send out a Clefairy. Now, this is probably a bad matchup because Bane is a fighting type and Clefairy is a fairy type. So, might as well trade it for something else. In other words, we're going to trade it for Cookie. Alright. She's going to go for a wake-up slab. And we're going to go for the Continental Crush. Ugh, flex the muscles, flex the muscles. Alright. We're gonna go for Continental Crush. Oh. Sorry, I'm using an unstable table at the moment, so it's gonna be hard doing this. And we took out the Clefairy. I only defeated Jessica. Alright. Now let's see what we got here. Ooh, a fastball. Now the next thing we're gonna do is go here and I should have sprayed some repel, but maybe it won't be that bad. Yeah, it's just a Belladum. Alright. We're gonna run from it. Even though the only move it knows is takedown. Alright. And then we got the TM72 for Volt Switch. Alright. Now let's get out of this grass. Ooh, another battle. And we are challenged by Edgar Thomas. He's gonna send out a Boldore. And we got the perfect Pokemon for that. Bane. Alright. Time to go for the all-out pummeling. Alright. Powering up the Z move. And we're gonna... And we're gonna go for the all-out pummeling. And... Ooh, so close. The Boldore survived. Alright, he's gonna go for a smackdown. Alright. We're gonna go for Powder Punch. Punch. And grow stronger. Ooh, Bane grew level 30. Alright, and now he's gonna send out a Geodude. Which should be simple. All we gotta do is use Power Punch and increase the strength. Alright, he's gonna use Smackdown again. Alright, Power Up Punch again. Alright, we defeated Thomas. Alright. Alright, now let's see what's over here. Ooh, a heavy ball. Alright. Thought there would be a battle here. And, not a wild Pokemon. Please don't be anything tough. And it's a Fearow. Alright. We're gonna run from this. Dang it. Couldn't get away. Fearow, stop showing fear in us. Alright. I tried to call for backup, but it did not come. Alright, we're gonna run. And we're gonna switch into something that can handle Fearows. Alright. I ran into something again. And it's another Fearow so much. Now we're gonna send out Vulture and hope we can run from this. And couldn't get away. Of course. Alright. Now we got away. There's nothing over here. Guess we should go back and see what's over here. I got another battle. Now let me guess. Is it? Yep, Fearow. Alright, we're gonna run from it. And couldn't get away. Alright, we're gonna run again. Still couldn't get away. Now we're gonna try one more time. And I say we should spray some repel so we don't run into Fearows anymore. If I can remember where it is. Alright, here it is. Alright, oh, we got ourselves another battle. We're challenged by Collector Ted. And he's gonna send out past Simeon. We should probably heal up before we battle this. Yep, heal up. Alright, he's gonna use Scary Face. Alright, we're gonna go for Beak Blast. Alright, he's going for Scary Face again. Alright, and Beak Blast. And we took it down in one hit. Alright, Vulture Grill, level 31. Alright, now we're gonna... Oh, I'm near go to level 33. Once on... we're not gonna learn Fury Swipes. He tried to learn this last time. Oh, we need to go to level 28. Alright, we got our Rangaroo next. We're gonna switch into Humdinger. See if he can deal with that. Alright. And now we're going to go for the Z move. The zenith of my mind, body, and spirit, like the great mountain of a column, become a raging fire and burn. Use Inferno Overdrive. And time to nuke the orangutan. Alright. Alright, now we're going to go for Fire Bang. It avoided the attack and it's going for Nazi Flat. Alright, one more time. Fire Bang. Alright. We defeated the orangutan. Ooh, Nora grew to level 34. And wants to earn Discharge. That can come in handy. Alright. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Let me fix this. Intermission, everyone. Intermission. This is not what I wanted to happen. Alright. There we go. Fixed it. Sorry about that, guys. Apparently, this is really unstable at the moment. Ooh, what's here? A max potion. That can come in handy. Alright. No, not here. Not yet. Alright. Sorry about if you hear this barking. It's my dog. Alright. Now, before we go up to the observatory, we're gonna heal up because I know what's coming up. No, we don't need another super repel. Alright. Alright, now we're gonna heal up. Alright. Now we're gonna make our way out here. And swap into Humdinger and Vulture around. Alright, and ooh, it's him. Hey there! You're still as fired up as ever, eh, Royal? Hey, doggy, let me introduce you. This is Mullane. He runs the observatory here. Also manages PC boxes, but he's not hokulani's captain. But I was the cabin once, my Max friend. It's Doggy, right? You for coming all this way to Hokulani to visit us. But our Captain Sophocles is a busy young man. Okay. Always calculating comments pass, and we're working that Festival Haza thing of his. So I'll just determine whether you're qualified to take the trial. I'll gradually show you the skills of a trainer who left for a while alongside Kukui back in the day. Alright. We're gonna get battling Moraine. Alright. He's gonna send out Skarmory. In other words, his whole Pokemon team is Steel types. But we can handle Steel with Fire. We're gonna go for Flame Charge. Alright, we increase the speed. He's gonna go for Air Cutter. That did a little damage. Alright, now we're gonna go for Fire Fang. I'm trying to save the Z-move for his most powerful Steel type. But because Skarmory and his next Pokemon are not his strongest. Alright, and we defeated the Skarmory. Alright. Grew to level 31. Alright, we're gonna face the Doug Trio. And let's just say this Alolan Doug Trio is a little ridiculous. So we're gonna send out Vulture for it. And yeah, it's a Doug Trio with hair. Alright, we're gonna go for Beak Blast. Alright, he's gonna go for Metal Claw, and we burned it. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright, tongue it down a little bit. Alright, now we're gonna go for Pluck. He's gonna go for a full heal. Alright, now time for Pluck. And Tangling Hair. That's its ability. And it lowers our speed. So now, this is where his most powerful Pokemon is in play. So we're going to switch back into Humdinger. And we're going to get into battle against the Metang. Alright, and now we're going to use the Z-move. The zenith of my mind, body, and spirit, like the great mountain of Akala, become a raging fire and burn. What? Use Infernal Overdrive. Alright. And... oh, so close. Now he's gonna go for Pursuit. Alright, now we're gonna go for Fire Fang. While he goes for Bullet Punch. Alright. And we took out the Metang. Alright. Ubane Gorilla with 31. We defeated Moraine. Well, you certainly seem qualified to take on the trial. Yeah, I think he's even stronger than we were at this point for our Island Challenge. One more thing, cousin. The name is Kukui. Who's this Max Royal you're talking about? Kukui, how did you know about the Max Royal? Alright, cousin. I'm heading back to Maui Garden. I figure Hal should be done eating saunas by the time, yeah? I'll make sure he makes it up here too. Yeah. That guy's sing as ever, my old buddy. Welcome to the observatory, doggy. Alright. Now, before we go in there, we're going to end things off here. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video with your family and friends. Favorite the video as well. As always, I'll see you next time. And until then, do me all a favor and keep on howling, everyone. Bye-bye and have a great day. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.